Meaningful relationships often start when we slow down, when we pay attention, when we allow connection to grow naturally. Hello there, I welcome you to my channel FJA Diaries, where we talk about relationship issues. Right, if you're watching me for the first time, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel and like this video, possibly share with others for them to also gain access to the content it has to offer. And so sometimes love doesn't arrive with fireworks or very huge gestures. There are times when you find love coming very quietly in the moments you least expect. Now, here is a true story of a relationship that started in the most ordinary, very ordinary way and slowly grew into something very extraordinary. And so I need you to pay very much close attention and get to the depth of the story and possibly learn something very unique from it. Right. So it was actually a very rainy Monday morning in October. Maya, a 29-year-old marketing executive, was running very late for work. And so in the process, she hopped onto a crowded commuter train in London with her umbrella, coffee and bag all together in her possession. Now, in the chaos, she nearly dropped her phone, but luckily for her, it was caught midway by a stranger. Now, that stranger was Ryan. He was also a civil engineer who happened to be standing right beside her. Now, they exchanged a quick thank you, a polite smile, and went back to their respective days, whether they had to actually offer them these schedules. They decided just quickly part ways and give attention to their individual schedules. Over the next few weeks, they started seeing each other on the same train. You know what fate brings? Sometimes you can't understand what those things are, but you're going to have to make way for that to happen. And so they started seeing each other on the same train, always standing near the same door. At first, it was just nods. They would nod at each other. It was just small talk. Then, gradually came shared laughs over delayed trains, and eventually coffee. They were having coffee before work. So clearly, what it meant was that they were spending longer hours, with each other. It wasn't instant romance, not at all. Both of them were very cautious, very, very cautious because of their past experiences. And so Maya had just gotten out of a long term relationship. Ryan had never dated anyone seriously, but over time they started opening up. Now, one morning, as the train was delayed for 20 minutes, they stood talking on the platform in the cold. Maya mentioned her favorite book, and the next week, Ryan bought her a copy of another novel by the same author, saying, I thought you might like this. And so that moment was actually the turning point in their lives together. Now, they began dating officially 3 months after they met. There were ups and downs, as would be expected in every relationship. Different personalities they were. Maya was very spontaneous. Ryan was very methodical. But they made it work. They made it work through regular, constant, careful communication and mutual respect. Regular communication and mutual respect. Now, their relationship wasn't built on drama or a sweeping romance. It was actually built on consistent kindness. And so they had to be checking in on each other, listening to each other, supporting one another through job changes, illnesses, family stress, and many more others. In all of this, they were being supportive of each other. 4 years later, Ryan proposed on the same platform when they met, holding the same book he had once given her. Today, the truth is, they are married and still take the train together. Now, the story isn't dramatic, but it's deeply human, and that's what actually makes it very powerful. It is deeply human. Everything to do with their humanness took a center stage in their relationship. And so they saw each other's weaknesses, they embraced all of them, and made each other feel human as he or she was actually expected, to have appeared. That was exactly what happened. Neither of them appeared to be perfect and judgmental of the other. They saw how human they were. They respected each other's weaknesses and they were supportive of each other. And so it reminds us that meaningful relationships often start when we slow down, when we pay attention, when we allow connection to grow naturally. And so, one huge lesson I want to share with you, as far as the story is concerned, is love isn't always about intensity. Love isn't always about personality. Love isn't always about who you are, who I am, what you bring, what I bring. Love is about intention, what your mind is made up of. The intent you have is what love is centered on very greatly. And so the best relationships are rooted in the small, consistent actions we often overlook. Those tiny actions. And so I'm encouraging you, if you're facing challenges in relationship, let the story inspire you. Pay attention to the very tiny, the minutest things you are ignoring, and allow those to make you better for each other. This way, love will be functional in your relationship journey. I thank you so much for having watched me to this end. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn your notification bell on, and share with others. Let's love lead, as I always tell you, and take very good care of yourself. See ya.